Hey everyone, and welcome to a mega drugstore haul. I didn't know whether to call this what's new at the drugstore, major drugstore haul. It's basically both, and I've tried to wear as many of the products as I'm going to mention in this video. It's also a first impressions video. It's a lot of things. I have done no research on this, so I have pretty much no idea if any of these are permanent collection or if this is just a new release for spring or what. I will try to do some investigating, and if I will write a corresponding blog post to this, and if I know anything more about the individual products, I will put that in the blog post. So don't forget to take a peek at that, and that will be linked below. All right, in no apparent order, I'm just going to start pulling out stuff and giving you my impressions. So I don't know if this is new or discontinuing, but it's the first time I've seen it. It's from the brand Psst. Yes, that is the brand Psst. And I love their dry shampoo. In fact, I used some this morning. This is their sheer finishing dry oil spray. You can use this on wet or dry hair. I have used this twice and haven't washed my hair since I've used it. And I guess we both know the answer to what my question is. Is it making my hair greasy? Yes, it is. So I think I will not be repurchasing this. Now onto my foundation. I am wearing the new Revlon ColorStay 2-in-1 compact makeup. This is an interesting concept. It is a compact cream foundation with the corresponding concealer inside. I'm wearing it in the shade Ivory. I don't know how I feel about it. So the first layer is the concealer, and then you flip it open like so, and then you have your foundation. And if you flip it over again, you have your mirror and a little sponge. So I would say if you have normal combination oily skin, this is great. I do have dry skin. It's not clinging. It's actually pretty wearable, but I'm just wondering after continued use how it's going to hold up or how it's going to hold up throughout the day. So again, I can't really give you any feedback on that. That's a first impression, but it was really easy to apply. I did one half of my face with this little sponge, gave up and used the Sigma, I don't remember the name of the brush. It's like a kabuki brush, but it's pointed, like the precision kabuki maybe. It's a very dense brush, and used that on this side of the face, and I did like that better, but you can put it on with your fingers even. The concealer was pretty good for what it is. I didn't use it under my eyes. I just used it on blemishes, and it covered up pretty well. So far, I'm gonna say this is pretty, I'm pretty impressed with it. I think it's a pretty kind of unique and very user-friendly, but like I said, not sure how it's gonna hold up throughout the day. So this was interesting. This is a new lipstick from Burt's Bees. Many of you are huge fans of their lip balm. This is Brimming Berry. It's shade 514. I have it on today. It's very moisturizing, a lot of color payoff, and it has just like a slight fruit, like natural fruit scent. Like it smells like a natural berry. So I'm really liking this. It's I like the packaging. I think it's really pretty. There are little holes here, and through the holes you can see the shade of the lipstick. You're not seeing the lipstick, but you're seeing the shade. So I like that little feature. On my eyes, I have a lot of things. So this is the CoverGirl True Naked Goldens, and they also came out with Nakeds and a couple other ones. I'm not sure how I feel about how they're marketing this. I'm sure you've seen other people talk about it. It literally says on the package, shades like a leading $50 eyeshadow palette, and it's called True Naked. So, I mean, I'm all for drugstore dupes, of course, but to blatantly copy Urban Decay Naked, I think is like going a little step too far. That being said, I picked the Golden palette. It comes with the useless applicator there. These shades are buttery soft. I mean, I'm barely touching the palette, and they are probably not being seen here. Let me do a darker shade. Barely touching, incredibly pigmented, very soft to the touch. Really interesting colors. I would say I don't particularly love this palette. I'm wiping my fingers off on a towel. I don't love this palette because I love the lighter shades. I like the there's 3 matte shades, which is great. A brow bone, more of a crease, and one to deepen up. So that's great. But these darker shades here have a very strong green undertone. So as far as the color options, I don't love. But that's just a personal thing. As far as pigmentation and ease of blending. These knock it out of the park. You remember Maybelline came out with the nudes? Forget those. Get these. This is amazing. I probably will go buy one of the other palettes that they're offering in this range and see if I like that color range better. Speaking of better color ranges, Milani also came out with the Everyday Eyes eyeshadow collection. And again, they have several options. And I picked the must-have naturals option. Let me open it up so I'm not blinding you. So it looks like this, and it's incredibly user-friendly. So if you are brand new to makeup, I would recommend getting this palette. It has, basically on the back, it has all of the step-by-step instructions, and it's numbered, and it's literally... you put this, the base all over your eye, you put this in the crease, you put this on the lid, you put this in the outer crease, you highlight with this, and you line with that. I mean, it is just boom, boom, boom. There's pictures on the back. I wore this yesterday. It wears really well. The colors are really pretty and creamy. This is a particularly neutral and palette, so the colors aren't as bright and pop out, but they weren't meant to be. They do have some other options in this range that have much brighter colors, but I was really impressed with this. This is a really good, I'm really impressed. I'm so far really, like, I'll say it one more time, impressed with the options that we have from the drugstore. On my face, some more face products. I only picked up products that I personally want to use. I didn't just buy them because they're new. So everybody in the world has come out with a contouring palette from high end to low end. I saw the one by Maybelline. I thought that the sculpting contour shades were much too warm. I'm not going to waste my money buying it. I know already I'm not going to like it. But I saw the new ones by L'Oreal, the Infallible line, and I thought, aha, we've got something. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Contour. I got this in the light shade. And the only criticism so far, okay, so the mirror is up here, and then underneath there's a little face printed on the clear panel to show you where to put the powder, but the face, when you pick it up like this, the face is upside down. If you're looking into it, you're seeing an upside down face. So I would just recommend that they flip the face over. But let's talk about what's going on. Let's talk about the brush. This brush is horrible. I mean, what are you gonna do with this divot? I mean, I guess to do the chin, but you can't really, just don't, my advice is never use any brush that comes in a drugstore palette. This contour shade here, if you are fair-skinned or you are worried about being too heavy-handed with your contouring, this is the most neutral, beautiful shade for contouring. It is incredibly cool toned. There is nothing to it. Very user-friendly. I love it. The highlight shade, if you're looking for a Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop, this is not it. But if you are looking for a drugstore dupe for the Kevyn Aucoin Celestial Powder and Candlelit, I think we found it. This is a very soft, very wearable, slight golden undertone to it, but I swatched it this morning right next to my Kevyn Aucoin, and it is pretty much identical. And it's a nice, beautiful, subtle highlight. And I would say that is the theme of this palette. It is subtle. Let's talk cheeks. So I prefer a subtle blush, as you all know, that has a bit of glow to it. And when I saw this blush from CoverGirl, it's the TruBlend blush. This is number 1, I believe, or it's an L. I don't know what that is on there. This is the shade Light Rose, and it is a glowy pink. And it's, again, incredibly subtle. I have it on my cheeks today. I don't even know if you can tell I'm wearing blush. I'm pretty washed out in these lights, but it's a really pretty pink shade. I'm really impressed with it. This is a very pretty glowy pink. There's some golden undertones in here. I think if you are very deeper tone in skin, this would actually be a really pretty highlight. I like these kinds of powders, and I found that it was very easy to apply and blended very nicely on the cheeks. Next, just randomly, I'm just gonna pick this up. I love me CoverGirl mascara. If you've watched my channel a really long time, I was obsessed with all the CoverGirl Lash Blast options for a while. This is the CoverGirl Plumpify Blast Pro, so I'm assuming it's part of the Lash Blast line. I'm wearing it today. I like it so far. I don't love it as much as my Clinique Chubby. I'm not digging the brush. It is ridiculously big. It has this funky ball thing at the end. It puffs up in the middle. It gets wider. Like it's a little more tapered at the end. Then it gets puffy, and then I don't get it. They say that the brush somehow amplifies and adds volume to your lashes. I'm not seeing it. It's a nice mascara, but I don't know that it's revolutionary compared to the other Lash Blast options. So we'll see about that one. Another face product I was really excited to try. It's from Wet n Wild. It's their Illumi-Naughty highlighting and concealing pen. I only saw 2 shades at my drugstore. I hope there is a lighter shade. Like I said, I have the Naughty shade. It's called Posing Nude. And it's basically a highlighter pen or a concealer pen. It's similar to the Touche Eclat or Clinique Airbrush Concealer, even the Maybelline Dream Lumi pens. I did not see any highlighting properties in this. If this is the lightest one, it's too light. I put it under my eyes. It gave decent coverage, but it wasn't light enough to brighten. So I don't know if there's something lighter. I hope there is, because if this is it for us on the very extreme fair side, this is not good enough. I would not be able to use this as a highlighter. Concealer, yes. Highlighter, no. This is a new eyeliner from Maybelline. It's part of the Lasting Drama line. They have a bunch of different colors. I initially put this on my eye and then decided it just didn't work with this look, but it's amazing. This slides on like silk, and the pigmentation is beautiful, and this is in the shade something copper, striking copper. It is, I mean, I just barely touched it. You can see it. It's so metallic and beautiful. I am really impressed with this shadow, and it really doesn't budge either. I mean, once it's set, it's still there. I'm looking at a monitor just to confirm. Yes, it is still there. This is exciting. This is from L'Oreal. It is their Brow Stylist Definer, and if you think this looks a lot like the Anastasia Brow Wiz, then you are correct. I think I finally found a drugstore dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I have been using this the last few days. It has the nice spoolie on one end. It has your skinny little not eyeliner, but your skinny little pencil on this side. I, of course, have it in the shade, whatever the lightest shade is. It's blonde. They write it in very tiny little print, and it goes on just like the Anastasia Brow Wiz. The color is the same. It's a definite lack of warmth, which is what you want in your eyebrows. And yay, finally, I'm so happy. Drugstore dupe. So there is that. This was another total cheat. What is it with CoverGirl? They're just blatantly copying other people. This is from the brand CoverGirl, like I said, and this is called Oh Sugar. And I threw out the packaging, but it's basically a knockoff of the sugar. Is it sugar? The sugar bombs. Is it fresh sugar? You know, there's a huge craze over those. I didn't love them. It's exactly the same. They come in light little tints. There's a fresh citrusy smell to them, just like the sugar bombs, and they're moisturizing and everything, and it's a great option if you can't afford or don't want to splash out for the high-end product. But again, there's just something about this that just, to me, says, wow, like you're not even trying to hide that you're duping. It does say on the side, vitamin-infused balm. I don't know what vitamins it's infused with, and like I said, I got it in the shade Cupcake. They come in a lot of like light sheer colors. Back to Maybelline. This is the Vivid Matte Liquid. I got it in a shade I can't read, so I will put it in the description bar, but it's basically their nude option. I had it on this morning. I wanted to wear it for this video. It wore off really quickly. So if you're looking for a matte lipstick that sets and you're done, this is not it. Also, the smell is horrendous. It smells like old lady perfume. I'm sorry, old ladies from back in the day, because current old ladies are too cool for this, but a generation ago of old ladies, it's horrible. It doesn't stay on. It doesn't set. I would skip this one. Last lip product. This is from Rimmel. This is called Oh My Gloss. And apparently it is infused with argan oil, and it's very glossy. Let's see how glossy it is. I'm going to put it on. It's glossy. It's not sticky. I don't know that it added any color on top of what I already have. It's a gloss. I mean, I don't think this has any wearing power whatsoever because it's so slippery. But does it have a scent? No scent. I don't know. I don't know that there's anything particularly revolutionary about it, but they come in some pretty colors and it's a good price point. And then lastly, we have what I was most excited about, and these are the new Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-Hour Crayons. And I love using a cream shadow, particularly the Maybelline Color Tattoo cream shadows, as a base under eyeshadows to, like, I use the Barely Beige one to sort of amplify any shimmer, or a color one to pop out the color. So, but they do dry up quickly, and if you have any kind of nails, digging in there gets a little dirty. So when I saw these come out, I was really excited. The color range is very limited. They don't have as many yet as the ones that come in the pot. I haven't even held them up. I'm sorry, here they are. They have like the more popular colors. So I picked up Pink Parfait, which pretty much matches with Inked in Pink. Gray Crystal matches up with, I think, one of the asphalt color ones. This is Barely Beige, so this one is, I think, the same name. There is Gold Rush, which I believe we also have. I also grabbed Creamy Chocolate, which I think lines up with no, I don't know which this lines up with. It's just ooh, this is really pretty. Look at that. And this is the bronze option. Bronze Truffle, which is, I believe, like Bad to the Bronze. Yeah. There it is. So there are those. And they're very creamy. They're obviously very easy to apply. I've used Barely Beige a little bit, put it on the eye and then kind of blended it out with my finger. I don't know. I'm hoping these are permanent collection. I don't know. If you guys know anything, please put it in the comments below. I hope that it's permanent, and I hope that they expand the color range. I'd like to see some greens and purples and deep blues and all that good stuff, because I think these are going to be wonderful. So that is my whole haul. If there are any other drugstore products that are brand new that you'd like to see me talk about, please let me know in the comments below. As I mentioned earlier, I will do a corresponding blog post. I'll try to get some more information about this stuff and put it in there as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, and welcome to the first in the Best of 2015 series. Today we are going to talk about, and by we I mean me, I am going to be talking about just makeup.